Yo, SoSickNASHFAN back, and this time I'm doing my own match review from last night's grand finals of TNS, me versus Xian. I was lucky enough to get to fight Xian in this game. We have not played since Street Fighter 6, so it's really fun to actually meet him in grand finals. So I am in the winner side, he is in the loser side. He's going to need to reset, so let's get into the match. And if you love this content, please make sure you subscribe to your boy, but let's talk about it. So I go Hoku to Maru first match because I've been playing a lot of Billy, a lot of Hoku this tournament, and I think this is the answer. So I'm gonna see how he's gonna adjust to my Hoku, but right now he has me in the corner. I whiff an air throw because I kind of just guessed, I'm not gonna lie, I thought he was gonna jump. I do backdash that low, which was pretty cool. I super, but he does a high dodge and it blows up my super. That was kind of insane. Now I knew that was possible, but so his high dodge is actually pretty safe against Hoku to Maru, like in general. So I tested it a lot on my stream. If you try to crouch B punish it, the crouch B will go through his hitbox and you will actually eat a wild punish if he presses stand D. So pretty neat. So he has me in the corner, got a lot of damage. A little safe jump, and then he does it again. But you see, I hit crouch B, I get wild punished by the far D, and I get cooked. So I am not used to a Gato on this level. Now, I do know the Gato matchup because I have played the Gato matchup a couple of times, but Gato on this level of Xian, I have not fought. So, okay. I don't have that much life, but I still believe in the victory. So I'm just resetting neutral. He gets hit by a shuriken. Throw the air shuriken just in case he jumps, and I just start mashing crouch C because I know that is my win condition right now. If I can get that crouch C to hit him, I can actually win the entire game. I do tornado and he has a pixel, so I should have optimized that combo a little further. And I backdash into shuriken. I backdash again into shuriken for the overheat. I know he didn't think I was going to do it twice to overheat myself, so I was pretty confident that that was actually going to work. So now we go into the next fight, and I throw out EX drill kick again round start just to kind of throw him off because a lot of players do not know how to deal with that round start. So I got the life lead. I'm pressuring him pretty well, plus frames. He's not pressing anything, so I throw him again because I just see he's not pressing anything. Go for a little shimmy pause to see if he uppercuts. He gets hit. I have to just go into super because I'm going to overheat. Safe jump, boys, but I faked the safe jump for the layer because I thought he was gonna DP break and he didn't, and now I'm just in the corner overheated. I try to go for the anti-air, but I do it way too early. If I would have waited, I would have been okay, but I did it so early that he was able to jump on me, and now I'm just in a bad spot to lose, and that's basically game. It was really nothing I could do about that. That didn't really look like a safe jump, so maybe I could have just supered him. But in the heat of the moment, I was just like, dang, this is checkmate, I lost. So that kind of sucks. So with that being said, Xian does take game one. I'm kind of now thinking like, I could still win this if I, really do lock in because I didn't play bad. So I just need to really lock in and play cleaner neutral and try to not allow him to like dash at me anymore. And watch out for the elbow because I didn't really know how to his high dodge. I really didn't know how to punish it. So especially like I said, Hoku can't punish it. So matchup specifics, if you play Gato, you should definitely be abusing that on him. You can only punish it if you JD. So I got a life lead. I got a nice little life lead, but Xian dashes at me, and see, he does it again. And as you see, the crouch B retaliation just goes through his hitbox. Okay, I was gonna fall with B, but I didn't because I didn't want to get uppercutted. Now I'm just like running a little bit. He jumps at me, no anti-air. He is staggering a lot. I tried to hyper that, then missed the hyper. He dashes at me again. Oh, and what a counter hit. That was a big counter hit because I'm about to eat a lot of damage, but he goes for the safe jump instead of the super and counter hit overhead. That overhead is actually hard to block. I could have got a way better punish on that. That's something I need to work on. Right here, do we kill? Yes, we do. So again, I take a round, so I'm confident in taking a round. Closing out is like the issue. So can I close out is the question. And I try to go for a crouching C. He jumps it. This is a huge jump because I'm about to eat a lot of damage for that. Okay. And then I backdash his stand B. So that was nice. Got a little damage. Got a little throw. So now I'm doing delay throw just in case he uppercuts. Good jump. Go air to air with him, but he mashes me out when I run up to him. And then I mash him out with a super. This time I do commit to the safe jump. Plus frames, plus frames. He blocks, so very respectful. He knows the frames. And he misses that combo. That was big. But again, look, he meets me with the high dodge, because if I wake up super, I'm going to lose that exchange every time. So that's very smart from him. He definitely knows the matchup, of course. That was a huge anti-air round start. Let's see, super. Okay, safe jump, boys. But see, I jumped back this time because last time he dashed out of the corner, so I wanted to cover that dash out of the corner. I did hit him, but I wasn't able to capitalize that much. He goes for super. Cross up, I rev guard, and that overhead is just tricky to block because it doesn't look like an overhead. Looks like a low. And I get deleted again. So as you see, most of these rounds are super close, but I just have a trouble closing out against him. So I know he has to beat me 6 games. So at this point, I'm thinking, how can I get some points on the board? Because right now he has me 2-0. I need to win something, because at this point I'm not losing faith, but it's more like, dang, my Hoku is not cooking how I cook other Gatos with Hoku. And I'm very used to winning this matchup with Hoku Maru. So now, if anything, I have to switch to Billy if I cannot get the job done with Hoku. So we go in again, plus frames early on. I missed the throw because I don't dash far enough, but I do get the red blow. So that is something I wish I was doing more in this set, red blow versus him, because of the way his pressure is calculated. Red blow kind of cooks what he likes to do. So I should have been doing that a little bit more, but that was a really good counter hit. Plus frames, and he gets clipped in his ankles. So a very dominant round. Like, that's the thing, it was still a back and forth. I'm having very dominant rounds, and at this point I know I can beat him. I just gotta close out. So I throw it out again. He blocks this time. He adapted already, so I'm not gonna get hit by that. He counter hits me. That's a big counter hit, but he is revved up pretty far, but he's definitely gonna super, so that goes down to 55%. Smart, very smart. Tick throw. I'm blocking. I should have been guard canceling possibly a little bit more with the single hit strikes that he was doing. That's definitely a good guard cancel option against single hit strikes. And he's just playing footsies right now. And the 6B, I gotta lab that more too, because the way he was spacing it sometimes was potentially plus, and I gotta learn to space in where it's plus. Again, I hit him with it. So at this point, I should have been like, hey, this is working. This is the strategy I need, because I'm going to cash out the hidden gear. But red blow was definitely putting in a lot of work. So I probably should have used that a little more, and potentially anti-air with red blow a little bit more against Xian, because jumping is definitely not an option when Hoku has a red blow. So right there, I could have just red blowed as an anti-air, you know? So right here, oh, he mashed out. That was actually crazy. So when I crossed up with JB, I should have went for a standing light or a crouching light instead of what I did. My option was way too slow. I try to anti-air again. I'm off, and he just command grabs me, and I'm gone. I'm dead. Okay. So now that is a 3-0. So in my mind, because I like to tell y'all what was on my mind at the time, just so y'all know if y'all weren't in my stream. Basically on my mind right now is 1020% I'm going Billy Kane. I have to pick Billy Kane because he destroyed my Hoku. He really didn't destroy my Hoku. In the heat of the moment, I actually thought he destroyed me, but when I went back and watched, he never destroyed me because the rounds were still back and forth. I just could not close out the round. But now I know my only option right now is Billy Kane. Now I have a couple of characters in my arsenal I could have picked to potentially throw him off, like a BJNA pick or something like that. But I kind of wanted the more consistent pick, so I picked Billy Kane. Yes, I made like a Joker-like skin. I think it's pretty cool. But so I picked Billy Kane, and I'm like, okay, can I defeat this man with Billy Kane? If I can't defeat him with Billy Kane, I just can't win. So let's see what happens. So he's dashing at me, and again, I try to punish that shoulder, and I just get deleted. So that is a very strong. Now Billy can actually punish it, especially if he does it up close. I can actually get a crouch B punish. So Xian woke up on buttons. I caught the roll. I'm very good at catching rolls with Billy. That's one thing I am very good at. And I have the range advantage in this matchup, so I'm just trying to like space him properly. I get the 3P. I did not super, but this time I do super. I cash that out. Okay, what happens right here? I bait out the uppercut. Like, that's like one of the first uppercuts that he really did, and I baited it out because I just felt like he wanted to win right there. So I was like, okay, let me bait this out. So that was really, really clean. Another hit confirmed. So I'm dashing at him. He's kind of sitting still, so I see that I can dash at him and crouch B him, which is very good. But I get clipped, and yep, cash out super right here. He tries to bait my throw tech. I backdash in the corner just in case he throws me. Then I will get a punish. Okay, he's blocking right there, but he calls out the bluff on the feint. So I'm pretty sure if I would have finished that, he actually would have got hit. So I definitely need to start finishing that a little bit more. Now I'm waiting on a jump. He doesn't jump. He dashes at me and command grabs me. So that is definitely a dead Billy Kane for sure. So the scary part is if you're waiting on a jump, he's going to dash at me, which means you would have to press a button to stop him from dashing. But if you press a button and he jumps, you are cooked. So this is definitely like a more reactionary matchup where you have to play a little more reactionary, sometimes preemptive, but you have to be very careful about preemptive play because it can definitely be heavily punished by Gato. So that was a very good anti-air by me. He DPs. I definitely was not expecting that uppercut, so it's all good. I back up for some neutral, pull him in. Okay, so he does have rev blow, so I have to look out for that. And that was a Farsi, but it did not connect. That was weird. And he's dashing at me because he just knows I'm waiting. So this sucks right here. So he supers me. What do? I wake up super against the overhead because I definitely would have got hit by the overhead. His overhead is kind of tricky to block. Pull in. Okay, now this should be the game. Unfortunately, I literally inputted super and dropped it, and I don't know how because I did the slowest input possible because I was like, yeah, he's dead. Okay, let me just do this super, and somehow, some way, I dropped it. I don't know. That's like the second time that's happened in like a tournament where I just drop a super. But anywho, we're playing neutral. I don't want to get hit. He doesn't want to get hit. I'm afraid. He's kind of afraid because I know I cannot afford to lose this game. This game is very important because I earned this game. I got to get this one. So I'm keeping my space. I'm keeping my distance. I'm jumping. He hits me on the reset. I try to hyper defend that, miss the hyper defend, and then I just super because I know he has to press at 2 seconds. So I get a victory on the board. I'm pretty happy about that. It was definitely scrambly at the end, but I feel like, hey, that's how tournament sets go sometimes. Some things get scrambly, but I'm happy about that. Let's go 1-0 in the reset. I'm feeling confident. I know I can beat him with Billy Kane. I just, like I said, I just got to lock in. So we go into the next match. And I know if I can keep him from a distance and I can anti-air him, I can win the set. So right here, I go in at the beginning, just trying to see if he's willing to block low. And I go for the auto combo. That's like the first time I did an auto combo in the set. And he doesn't bite on throw tech. So that's one thing I definitely noticed about him. He does not bite on throw techs. So I don't need to be shimmying him. That was a really good guard cancel by me. Okay, try to push him away. He's dashing at me, 6B, and it's perfect spaced after those lights, so I definitely need to lab that to see does it become plus from that distance off of the lights. Because we just don't have much Gato representation over here, so it's not easy to get this matchup all the time. And he just hits me, and I'm dead. Almost. Block the safe jump, and yeah, that I'm telling you, that animation on that move is actually crazy. That's like the craziest animation I've ever seen for an overhead. Oh, I clip him out of the EX, and then that was very preemptive, so I didn't know how to combo off of that, but it's all good. I'm staggering. Back up with the wild punish. That was huge. That was huge. And this is a lot of damage right here. Bop, bop. Super. Okay. Got the input. Did a chunk of damage for a mistake. And that's basically how I wanted every match to look. Okay. He's on life support. He woke up with Farsi. I guess he had nothing to lose anyway because he's about to lose the round. So he really didn't have anything to lose. He's rev guarding a lot, so that's why I'm staggering, because I'm just gonna force him to hold that rev guard so he overheats. But he did not overheat, but I still won that round. Okay, crouch B, crouch B. I try to go for a throw. I feel like in that situation it's just too risky because the reward on him jumping was just too high. Even if I would have got a throw, it wouldn't have led to that. And then I wake up super because I really do feel like he's going to press, because I haven't really been wake up super in too much this set. And he baits me out, so it's going to be a lot of damage. Does get a setup right here. And again, he hits me with that funny looking move. And I'm just saying, okay, brother. I'm probably going to get cooked by that move because, like I said, the animation is just crazy on it. But it's all good. So we are 1-1. This is a really, really close and good set. Gato versus Billy. I know people were pretty hyped to see Gato in a grand finals, especially in TNS, because Gato is never here. So it's always nice to see more character variety in the game. Okay, so next match. Very close. Like I said, this set has been very close outside of the reset part because that was a 3-0. And again, I do it again. So at this point, I'm slapping myself on the wrist and just saying, yo, stop trying to throw him. It's not worth it. It's not gonna work and it's not worth it. So he's getting too much mileage off of jumping right there. So right here, I'm getting mauled, but I'm waiting on the jump. Okay, pull in plus frames and he just uppercuts. He just wants to keep his offense going because he has some good offense going. And again, that tricky overhead. And when it hits on counter hit, he gets a really good combo, just like most of the characters in the game. All right, can I stop him from jumping? Right now, all I'm waiting on is the jump. All I'm waiting on is the jump. That is why you saw me just walking and waiting, because look at the reward on that. I knock him into SPG. I got a high reward off of just waiting on the jump. So I do go for the throw right there because he is in SPG. So I just want to see if he was going to wake up. He backdashes the next one, but doesn't get a punish. So that's critical. Okay, he's dashing at me. So he stopped jumping. So that's something to notice. Up close, he kind of stopped jumping after I anti-aired him that round. So I probably could have checked him more for dashing because he actually just adjusted to the situation. He fakes out the overhead, goes low. I super him. I bait the uppercut right here. He does not uppercut. I respect it. But then I clip him for moving forward and let's go. So last round, I'm like, okay, he doesn't really want to jump anymore. He's dashing a lot. Now I'm going to dash at him and see what he does. I get the 2-hit, no full confirm, pull him in. He DPs. This is huge. This is a big punish. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop, bop. Bop. I tried to go for the full extension, but I missed it. But it's okay, because all I need is one hit and I win the game. Overhead, I'm staggering. He's not pressing anything, but I finally hit him. I should have went straight into up kicks instead of doing what I did, because this could have ended up really bad. But I do clock him on his head, and 2-1. Looking a lot more comfortable on the Billy versus Gato versus how Hoku versus Gato was looking. So definitely a lot more confident. I think I could close it out. I believe in myself. I know I can close it out. Now, all I have to do is do it. Like I said, some of the adjustments he's made, he's lessened the jumps, especially in that round specifically, and he was dashing a bit more. So if I can control the ground a bit more, then I'll be able to win the set free. But nothing's going to be free when Xian is on the screen. Pull him back for the plus frames. He backdashes, which is very smart because it beats the low. But my rev blow actually came in handy right there. But he jumps the string. So that's the first time he's actually jumped out of my string right there. So I knew how to adjust after that. I wasn't going to keep letting that happen. That was really good. I thought he was going to throw me. I tried to backdash on wake up. That's why I got hit. Okay, he's dashing. He's dashing a lot. I could have got something bigger, but I'm not really used to punishing huge punishes like something like that with Billy because of the speed of his buttons, but I definitely could have got a better punish. And he's dashing at me. He is just trying to get in right now. That was a really good 3-hit confirm. Okay, I am not afraid. I'm on a pixel. Anyway, if he would have through tech, he would have lost. And that is the awareness of a top level player. If he would have threw tech right there and panicked, he would have actually just lost. And he didn't. He took the overhead hit and he would have took the throw. So that was very smart by him. He played his life very well. I thought he was going to uppercut right there. That's why I did the rev blow. Okay, pull in. Oh, I try to go for the low. That's been hitting a couple players. And then I do the wrong super right here. If I would have did pinwheel, I would have hit him. But I did the wrong super, unfortunately. That sucks. Because that was everything. This round, this fight specifically, I had everything in the bag and I just messed up. Because I definitely had everything. Okay. He doesn't want to jump. He'll jump, but he'll jump from a distance and he'll empty. As you see, he's short hopping, but he's short hop emptying just in case I do anti-air him. He doesn't eat too much damage. And that, my friends, is game. So we are at a 2-2 grand final set. Geese Tower on fire. Yo, what happens right here? Gato versus Billy Kane. You probably won't see this again in TNS. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna lie. You probably would not see a Gato Billy grand finals in TNS. So this was definitely a treat. Everybody in the chat was pretty hyped to see this. So let's get to it. Last game for all the marbles, all the money, because the match arena was like hella bread, like 425, I think. So it was a lot of money on the line. All right, Xian is going in. He's fishing for blood right now because he sees that if he can get on Billy early and Billy has no meter, then you can win the game. Plus frames. I do get my hyper defense. I do the wrong special move. I did not mean to do that special move. And then he jumps in. Oh, and I jump in, but I empty jump. I throw him. Okay. I was waiting on the uppercut or the jump. I could have got a way bigger punish on that. That actually was like the defining moment in this last game. I could have got a way bigger punish, but what a guard cancel super. And the throw. This is my round. I feel it. And then I get guard cancel right into super. Lot of damage. And now I eat a, what side is this on? Mix up. I didn't know what side it was on. That was really good for him to do that mix up because I didn't know. I tried to rev guard, but I guess I rev guarded wrong. I get command grab and he just senses it right now. This is scary. Okay, I'm waiting on the jump. He will not jump though. Rev blow empty. He does not get clipped in his ankles. I'm playing really good neutral. He's whiffing. I need to be hitting those, especially with like crouch C. He gets a huge jump in. I rev guard that out. I'm waiting on the jump. He doesn't jump. He's just dashing. And then when he does jump, I was not ready. I am overheated. And this feels like the beginning of the end. It's going to super right here. And I am in huge trouble. Nothing I can really do right here. Guard crush, and Xian is the TNS champion. So GG's to Xian. That was really good in general. And yeah, that loss is gonna make me stronger, and it's gonna make me one of the best players in the world. Thank y'all so much for watching. Until next time, YouTube. Peace.